Please introduce yourself and the office you represent.
My name is Stephanie Hope-Sebian. I'm the Assistant Director for Student Judicial Programs.
What is the mission or purpose of your office?
Essentially, our mission is to support the mission of the larger institution. Our goal really is to make sure that students are educated about what the Code of Student Conduct is and that they are held accountable if necessary should they have violated a Code of Student Conduct. And our goal is to be educational and developmental with them so that hopefully they can continue to be successful students here at Western.
What services do you provide residents?
The biggest service I would say is that we have either meetings, conference meetings, or hearings for students who have allegedly violated the Code of Student Conduct. And so they will come to our office to sit down and have a conversation to determine if, in fact, they are in violation. And if so, we talk about appropriate sanctions or ways in which they'll be held accountable for their mistakes, poor decisions, and actions with those code violations. But we also are a resource for students as well, and so we can provide information that can be helpful to students for other offices on campus as well as areas within the community. And so should students have negative interactions and whatnot with the community, or maybe they need to go through the court system, we might be able to provide some information that could be helpful to students with that as well.
Where is your office located?
We are on the first floor of Seal Hall, on the complete opposite side of where housing is located. Our main office is room 101.
Can students walk in or should they call or email first?
Students can always walk in. Whether or not there will be somebody who's available to assist them will just depend on our individual schedules in the office. So probably calling or emailing would be best. But again, students stop by, and they actually stop by quite a bit, and if we are available, we definitely will help them.
What big initiatives or goals can you share with us?
So some big initiatives. Definitely we're looking right now to hopefully transition for next fall from using our PAVE database system into Maxient database system, which will be much more user-friendly. As RAs who write incident reports, you will be then using that system as well. So that is something I think that we're going to be working on this semester to bring. We're also looking to continue to recruit for the University Judicial Board, which we are constantly interviewing and accepting students who are interested in being on the board. And so if that's something that you're interested in, shameless plug there, I'm going to recruit. We also are looking to create like a conflict management workshop. Right now, students are involved in verbal or physical altercations. They often, if they're sanctioned, will go through the counseling center for an aggression management workshop, but there just aren't enough of those for all students, and so we're looking to create something that students who aren't just necessarily going through the conduct process, but who might just be experiencing a roommate conflict, can also go through this workshop and hopefully learn some skills. Also, Title IX stuff is really big right now through the federal government and state government with sexual assault and things like that, and so we are looking to create some training, particularly for the folks who are on the University Judicial Board, to make sure that they are knowledgeable to be able to be to appropriately hear those cases that come through.
How can RA staff support your office?
I think RAs can support our office by just being knowledgeable about what the Code of Conduct is. I don't need you to memorize all 20-something codes. I definitely don't have them memorized myself. But just being familiar with them so that you can talk to students about what the codes are so that they're familiar. Same goes with any of the housing policies as well, because those also fall under the code. And then as students are talking with you, oftentimes they're scared when they get notified by our office that they need to come see us. Just calm them down. We're nice people. We have candy, and we're fun. And really, it's just about a conversation. There's no blame. This is not about people being bad people. Sometimes we all just make bad mistakes or make some poor choices. And so it's about having a conversation. We want to understand the student and understand what's going on. So you can help us out by kind of just sharing that information with students. They definitely want to be checking their email for notices from our office after there's a situation that they've been involved in, because they definitely want to make their appointment and come to their hearing. Many times students don't do that, and then it doesn't necessarily end up in their favor because the decision will be made in their absence. And then that means that they didn't have an opportunity to share with us their side of the story, and their voice is very important in this process. So I guess those would be kind of the key things to share.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our staff?
I think just know that we know in this office how hard you all work. I said this before to RAs. I think your role is the most important student role on any college campus. You all are dealing with a lot. And oftentimes the students that we're dealing with, they're coming to us kind of secondhand because you have likely dealt with them. And so know that we know how hard you work and we support the work that you do. If at any time you have any questions about what's going on, depending on FERPA and privacy laws, we may or may not be able to share much information with you, but we're happy to sit down and talk with you and hear what it is that you have to say.
Thank you.